Morning, Hayden.
Good morning, mate. How are you?
Very good. Yourself?
Yeah, excellent.
Good. See what happens. Nothing. All sideways.
I got my buys from down here late. Had to wait
Right.
long enough for it. After, it's tough watching it just sell when you're looking for buys. After missing those sells from up here.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, it was on the 15 minutes. I had my alert, and I had to keep on bringing my alerts down lower as we kept on forming this this bearish structure down, like structure 1, structure 2s, and then eventually I saw I had my alert above these guys. Thank you.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Had my alert above here, and then when it went off, which was after, it was during this candle. Hey Ivan, how buddy? How are you, mate? Yeah, alert went off on this one, so I got in. Yeah, it's about here. A little bit lower. But yeah, I put it in the Discord where I got in.
I wasn't at the charts then.
Yeah, like I'd given up as well. I just set the alert, and lately these, like, you can almost bank on it that you get a move around 3 and 4 o'clock for London close as well for volume.
Yeah. I was just watching your video on the robot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Just started watching it.
It had I was none from 6 yesterday. So picked the right direction, just didn't pick the right level. I had
And what's your average win rate on it?
I'm a bit inconsistent putting that on. So I had about 13 straight, and then that was pretty good. Then I had 6 losses in a row just trading. I sort of knew it was a bad day to have traded. It was after news and had a lot of these big clean candles, like big clean candles, and then when you've got these clean candles and it forms a support, and then it can start to fill these candles, and I just got in. I set it going, expecting there to be momentum, like do something like that, but it just corrected the whole move the next day. So that was a bad day. But other than that, like, it's pretty decent. Like, picking the direction right, very, very often. Getting the entry, picking the right one is a little bit difficult. So
you're taking a trade bounce off the EMA.
Yeah, so I'm just using the EMAs as a guide, and I'm looking to see where I want price to pull back from the Asian session and continue that momentum. So you saw the list I put in the other day, last night. This is what I was doing. So I put on for these 6. So Aussie, US,
Euros, pound Swiss, pound yen.
Yeah, just forget about this. At the moment, just got this bug. Oh, you took the Aussie US, Todd. Awesome. With the robot. Yeah, awesome. To the monthly level. Worked like a dream. I wanted, so I was looking for it to pull back to. I set it going for the 40. So I was hoping that when this was going sideways, I was hoping for like a little wick up and then go down. So I'd set it for the purple one. So the direction was right. It just didn't give me that pullback. There was just a lot of momentum. So I should have just trusted the momentum. Next one was Euro Aussie. I was going long, but I was looking for the 100. I was looking for, because of these clean candles. So I really, you know what, now in hindsight, I really should have paid attention to these wicks. These wicks here. Wick rejection lower than here. So this is like lower time frame structure. So I should have paid attention to that being a 20. That would have worked beautifully, but I was looking for a deep retracement. All of these I set like a 6-hour expiry. Next one, pound Swissy, looking for shorts off the 20. This one I thought there was a lot of momentum. I really thought this one would be the one that would trigger out of all of them. And it came close. Came close, pushed down, and then it expired before the end of Asian close. So really this one just missed by 3 pips. 3 pips more or less. And then pound yen. This one I wasn't too keen on the yen pairs, just because it was so, when you have a safe haven currency being really strong one day, often it could be an overreaction, and then it doesn't have that same sort of consistency. And that's what we see a lot of the time with any yen crosses. The moves are just a bit more inconsistent. So this one I was quite concerned about having this clean candle here. So I was looking for it to just, I was looking for it to do a quick bounce off the 40, but it didn't either. It sort of just drifted higher, and I think this is a bit of a trait of pound yen. Even my back testing and forward testing, it's not my best pair. And then New Zealand US was the last one, similar as Aussie US, and this one I was looking for it again just to come up to the 50. I thought these monthly levels would have a bit more of an effect, but they didn't. Just sat on it, and then as soon as it broke the monthly level, dropped straight down to the next monthly level. So each one of them, direction was good, just didn't wasn't able to get the trigger. I'll do it again tonight, sorry. Oh no, that's Friday actually, sorry. I'll do it again for Monday. Okay, so German 40. I was keen to keep on going long, but still priced in the potential for now a hike after they had basically said no chance yesterday, and now they're starting to price it in again a little bit. So it's a little bit annoying, because what's happening is we're setting up again, clean candles above, clean candles below, and we're in the middle. So it's very, very similar to this previous day, isn't it? New York session, up, down, and then we're in the middle. And then this one's up, down, down, like up, down, and now we're in the middle, but using London session as well. Anyway, I'm still going to go for longs. I think today might be a recovery day. So let's have a look at the news. Pound news is already out, saying a little bit less GDP growth, and then all the others were pretty positive numbers. But Chancellor Jeremy Hunt was speaking about the positivity of saying we want to get back to a good economy, so we need to focus on taxation and a productive population. Yeah, I just think we can just recover and pretty much stay range bound. So let's have a look at that. minutes before the open. So Todd, tell me, were you working today? Not did you do day shift and you had it going? Left it on?
I had the day off.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had time to set up before I went to work. And, yeah.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good fun. So that's why I looked at the 40 and I went, I'm just going to be impatient. I'll just take it off the 20 EMA.
Did you change your stop loss?
A little bit, yeah. Yep. So just, I think I took it out. Was that the one where you had it at 300?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, so I left it at just the setting of 400.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So just to be a little bit safer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's good.
Good
It's
one.
nice when it works.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
And you'll just get better at using it, knowing when to anticipate the moves and stuff.
Yeah, and I it's just like anything. The more you use it, the more mistakes you make, but the more things that go right, and yeah, you kind of just smooth it out, don't you?
Yeah, like I feel I'm too conservative.
Yeah. Okay.
Morning, guys.
Hey, Sarah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Gold selling off. I don't think people believe me when I was saying go for 2,000.
Yeah, I agree. 2,000. I left a US 30 running from last night.
Sells or buys?
Buy from
Oh yeah.
33.2.
From where?
33.2.
Okay, good one. So similar setup to what I was. Did you see my screenshot I posted?
No, I didn't see it. No. Okay. So you're looking for longs?
I was looking for longs, yeah. And I realized I should have, when I was looking for longs for German 40 and US 30, just keeping an eye on it. I really should have been looking at US 100, UK 100.
Yeah.
Because as pound is weakening, that'll increase. It's got an inverse correlation with the UK 100. So really, I completely forgot about it. But afterwards, I thought, oh gosh, actually UK 100 would have been actually pretty decent. And indeed, look at it. That would have been amazing. We wouldn't have had to wait around that long either.
Yeah, I left that to run. I've got a trailing stop.
Good one. So
we go German long, are we, today?
Yeah, that's my bias.
Do you think it's going to be a quick break?
No, I think of these clean candles, I'd rather see some manipulation.
Yeah.
I won't be able to do a London stream today. Sorry, New York stream today, sorry.
Okay.
I've got, find out the gender today. I've got a scan booked. That's exciting. Yeah, I am ready to find out. I want to know.
It's exciting stuff.
Yeah. Some people they pay like extra to find out as soon as they can, like on the 12 weeks or something like that. And they kept on asking, like, do you want to book a gender scan? I was like, don't you tell us that, like, whatever, at the next one? It's like, yeah. I'm like, why can't people, can people literally not wait? It's like, no. Most people just, they want to know us immediately. Like, oh, it's really not fine to wait. Really didn't mind. I like surprises, you know. I never like to ruin a surprise. Oh, like that early, you mean? Not accurate. The earlier they tell. Yeah, that's the same. That's what I was really sure. I was like, because some of them said that when we did the my friend said at 12 weeks or 11 weeks when we did the scan for downs and things like that, they said that my friend got told then what it was at 12 weeks, and I was like, so I was sort of expecting the last time. Yeah, one was a boy until 3 months and then turned out to be a girl. Yeah, wait to 20 weeks. Yeah, good advice. So today's I think today's 20 weeks. Okay, 3 minutes. So it's really looking like it's leaving this little maneuver. So a little sell to buy soon for the first hour. So I wonder if we're just going to do a minor pullback and then continue long. Okay, 30-minute. Yeah. There's quite a bit here, isn't there? I mean, the 1 hour looks strong. 1 hour is looking good for a clean push straight up. Maybe like a 40 pip, 30 pip push. I would not be surprised if it does go straight up. Yeah. It's not the trade I want to execute on though. Maybe if it does a little break and then you see it pushing again, I might execute for a quick buy, and then I'll probably just close it. I'd close that buy before it retraces. Maybe around here.
We're open.
Yeah, this is the open now. So let's see. I'm preferring a sell to buy. Breaking the high. If it's not hesitating, it's going to be a quick one, yeah. It's going to be a quick one. Get out over here. Yeah, let volume just push. Okay, very good. I'm a bit concerned about the pullback. So I'm just going to move it to break even. Because we usually do pull back. Just let it take out that. No, I haven't secured anything. It's just risk free at the moment. Go another push and it'll be job done. Ah, damn it! I should have secured some. Okay, damn it. Yeah, should have secured some earlier. Loves to do that. I thought we'd get a bit of a one-to-one. Yeah, I should have. Because that is pretty much one-to-one there. It was just a little bit under. Oh well. It was it's one of those risky ones. Taking these breakouts is a little bit difficult, but it was worth a shot. It's pretty much almost at one-to-one. And I opted to be conservative rather than taking some profit. Let's see if we can get a deeper retracement and then a support formed. I'll look to finish the job. So somewhere along here. See if it pulls back to say somewhere here. Next time I'm going to leave my stop loss. Well, not tighten it to break even, just secure and move stop loss up, like up to here, and just take a loss in the second part of it if I need to. Moving that stop loss is always the one that keeps on getting tagged. Okay. I do wonder how deep everything is going to go for this pullback. So I am bullish. I was more bullish yesterday, but I can also see it sweeping some of this and doing a bit of a deeper retracement, maybe even back to these monthly levels and then pushing up. Okay, so if I start seeing some signs of recovery to push up again, then that will be, I'll go with that. Otherwise, if this is starting to push deeper and actually closes quite strong, bearish, then I'll look for it, buys from the monthly level. Just need to see something. I'll check the ones. It's looking like a very strong bearish candle. It's alright though. Clean candles. Just need to see it slow down. Alright, we're at the monthly level. Just like that. Gosh. Let's hope we don't have to wait much. Just look for the signs and then go full margin. Friday, full margin day. All right. Still not going to flip my bias, but I am looking for some clues here to go long. I like this pull back to the monthly level. Come back to the Asian 50%, London low of yesterday. Gapped up. Is that it? Is that going to be it? Still, I think this could be the train leaving, but I haven't got a setup. I've got no price set up yet. $15 closed, quite strong bearish. 30 minutes still open though. Okay, little resistance. Closing above, clean candles. Just push down from here and then could take it potentially back above this Asian low. Is that right? Did I mark that up right? Asian high, yeah. Should be Asian high. Okay, close above. Hopefully it gives me a setup, but I'm looking at something like this. Preferably this candle doesn't close like a strong bearish candle. Yeah, wait for a retest of the 60. Retest of the 60, and then I think we can look for something like that. So just waiting for this to form a bullish candle from here. Otherwise, it's catching a falling knife. Let it show you that this level is going to hold. Otherwise, there's no trade here. I'm not scared about the looking super bearish, but I do want to see the level hold.
If you go to the 3-minute, you will see that this is a doji candle. That's why price coming back to the downside.
Yeah, that's what I was aware of. So, dipping again at the monthly level. Good morning, mate. How are you?
Good.
So, got to wait for the setup. There's no setup here. Second monthly level. Gosh, that's a lovely sell from up here if anyone did catch it.
For today, I think we should push to the upside because on 4 hour we left the one liquidity yesterday.
Yeah.
So that liquidity has to be taken out before if we really wanted to push to the downside.
On the 4
But
hour, the one that's left over.
Yeah,
This one?
Yeah, that liquidity.
Yeah.
So this liquidity now, this is also liquidity, this one,
Mm-hmm.
because we got retested by this candle. So we left this liquidity. Either price can come back, taken out this liquidity, and then probably start dropping. Because yesterday we rejected from this area.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, if price is rejecting from one liquidity area, now other liquidity area will be like this still here, because yesterday we created doji candles. So a lot of people who took a sell, their stop losses must be just above that candle high now,
Mm-hmm.
because reversal, people think that the doji is a reversal. Or if we come back to the upside and retest and create a HCS with that doji, then probably we don't have to take out that doji high then.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna target it. That'll be cool. All right, here we go. Can wait for another retest here, like a retest of this candle. Hey, welcome YouTube audience. Buys above 2013 for 20 pips. Maybe. I'm bearish on gold today, so I wasn't really looking for buys, but yeah, especially but I wouldn't be expecting a huge move for gold in a London session.
Are you in or waiting for the retest?
Sorry?
Are you in on German 40 or still waiting for the retest?
Waiting for the retest.
Okay.
I thought I was going to pull the trigger. I've got it all set up on the old magic keys, but I've got to be patient. I've learnt my lessons. So waiting for this to be retested and held. At the moment, it's still quite bearish. So sells below 2008, 56 or 20 pips. I need to have a look. Normally I only trade gold, usually in New York session lately because it's been a bit crappy in London session. But yeah, I think 2000 is on the cards for today.
Yeah, I mean the previous hourly candle closed like a doji again. So probably my 4-hour area is just around 2014 to 2017 area. So probably from that area, if you get any kind of short opportunity, you can take and you can hold it till like a 2000.
That'd be beautiful. Yeah, 170 pip move. That sounds better.
Yeah, just wait for the NY session. You do not the guy who was looking for a buy or sell. Wait for the NY session. No need to take any entry in the London session. Just look at the previous 6 or 7 NY session and you will see that the London session was just a crappy move.
Yeah.
And the big move happened in the NY session. Just stick to the NY session then.
Yeah, yesterday was good, but the last 5 or so sessions for London was awful. Like 60 pip range. All right, come on. Five's looking all right.
I think that was the entry here.
You reckon?
No, I didn't take any entry.
When it was
I'm
flipping?
just looking at it.
Yep, that was
I think
it.
that was the entry.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it, wasn't it? If it goes from here, that's the 3rd time this week where it didn't execute properly. Something's wrong with me. Oh, George is in. Beautiful, mate. Okay, well, selfish reasons. I hope it comes back for me. But I hope it gives you a clean move. Can I risk it 4-1? Needed to get to London 50%. Oh, to get your 3%. Let's all pile in and buy. I'm gonna buy underneath here. I should wait. I should wait for it to. I should wait. Yeah. Okay, I wanted to break the low, and then I'll enter as it's breaking this high.
Check the terminal. I think it broke the low on terminal.
No. No, it's higher. It's a little bit higher again. You know what? I'm gonna enter. I'm dancing around. I'm gonna enter when it's breaking this high because I'm dancing around at opportunity cost. So as it's breaking this high, it'll be an entry.
No, I think it broke the low.
Yep, now it broke the low. So if we can get to the London high of yesterday, 4 to 1. Okay, so it triggered me in just then. Not exactly what I wanted to see. Okay. Come on. As soon as it did that, my terminal froze. Okay, let's just push to the moon. Yeah, at least this one for George and me. Well, I want London high. We need this one at least. Clean candles. What did it look like on the 3s and the 5s? 3s didn't really look like anything. 5s. Let's just go. Let's just go.
I mean, you can secure something around this doji. Then probably next target can be over yesterday's that high VU considering.
Mm-hmm. I was up nearly 1 to 1 just before you came in on the little push. Didn't secure, stopped me out for break even. Okay, if we can break above this little zone, I think we're looking good. Just got to close inside of it. Close inside of it, and then it should be clean traffic. At least the 15,900, but until we close inside of it, it could be a bit of a bumpy journey. Morning, Sonai. How are you, buddy? Long time since I've seen you here. Okay, let's have a little fake resistance. Let's just break the high. Prefer not to break the low, but it is a little fat body doji. And we've got a clean candle pushing up, so it could just tease us, make us uncomfortable. Oh, my calf, man. I played tag last night as a filling game. Traffic was bad, I didn't warm up, so I got like an old man injury. Okay, now it's taking the low, now let's take the high. Just don't want this to be a pullback for sells, as in like price made a new low, pull back, form a resistance, retest the low. That's what I don't want to happen. Let's just do 2 little tiny candles, little fake resistance, and then push up. Little doji again, those, bit awkward. 30-minute candles closed. 30-minute candle closed.
No bottom wick.
Yeah, just opened a no bottom wick, just gone straight up, hasn't it? That's all right. The momentum's there.
At least it has to reach to that doji one. So if price coming here, you can, if someone is in this trade, they can secure some profit and let the rest run at break even.
Yeah, George is already at break even. I haven't moved my break even yet. Oh shoot. Man, my terminal's freezing as well, so I don't even know where.
I think just open it on your phone also, so
Yeah,
you
I
can
just
see.
did that. Yeah, good idea. Even the phone's frozen. Everything's frozen. Terminal, phone. Only thing that's moving is TradingView.
Alright, we created 30-minute bottom wick now.
Yeah, I took the bottom wick. Now we can just rise.
If this 5-minute is closing bullish one, we already created like a manipulation from bottom side, so we probably start moving to the upside. But at least this 1 minute has to close bullish one, then we get the idea we wanted to push to the upside.
Not liking it. Really don't like how it just was freezing so much. Okay, let's go for the wick fill.
Just close bullish on that 5 minutes, so we can confirm that we wanted to push to the upside.
Okay, the phone's frozen, but I changed server on the MT, so it seems to be keeping up with it more, but getting a lot of little gaps. But we're looking good now. Push, push, push.
Once price breaking this high, after if price again come back to the low.
Yeah, bring stop loss up to there, hey?
Yeah, here.
Yeah. Okay, come on.
Plus 1 minute for the 5-minute close. So if you're breaking that high, we are good to go to the upside.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as it closes inside of this range box, I'll be happy. It can still pull back again, but then it'll head to here at least. At the moment, it's got to contend with this resistance.
George, did you close at break even or?
No, he just moved stop loss to break even.
Okay.
Left no wick on this candle still.
Okay, 5-minute close nicely.
Oh, shoot. More ECB speakers. They're quite hawkish at the moment. A little burst of volume. It's looking like same as yesterday, a news play where you got clean candles and they were in the middle. Like how we've got the doji on the 30-minute down over here, fat body doji, and now we've got areas above and below that we could be retesting, and price is really hesitating for the last 10 minutes or so in the center here. Super slow, yeah, you're right. You are correct. And it was yesterday that felt like ended up taking the trade, and I wasn't perfectly happy with it. And then it was the actual trade that came after was very clear to have taken. So I'm wondering if this is the same thing. I'm not too convinced with the setup. It's not as clear. So I don't want to just forget about it. I want to see like maybe it will come back and give us like a really nice entry. But at the moment, like these two candles looking pretty decent. just this 5 minutes really struggling. It's just, we're stuck in this range. Little tiny 13-minute range. Just give us an easy Friday full margin day. Okay, this fire's going to close as a doji as well. If it's breaking its own low again, I wonder if I'm making the same mistake. I'd be so stupid if I'm making the same mistake. But if it's breaking its own 30-minute low again, or retesting the low, then I'm not convinced with these three candles, so I'm moving to break even here. To me, that's looking to break. If it's coming down again, that's looking to break. So let's just see where this takes us. What did you miss? Got a little setup. Not the most convincing, but a setup nonetheless. And then it's just died. My terminal's lower, so that's a break of the low now on my terminal. This candle here, definitely now. Yeah, it's gonna be a break even. Okay, break even. Yeah, yeah. The clues were these. So it's another nothing. 2 BEs. All right, not giving up on this. Even though I've taken 2 trades, it's the one idea. Just waiting for the right opportunity. It's here, I can sense it. Gonna wait for I'm gonna go get coffee actually. So I'll be back in 1 minute. Hopefully it doesn't happen in that 1 minute because there is a doji here on the 5, flipping up, closing bullish, closing the side of here. I don't want to do a chase trade, but we'll see. Hopefully it gets here when I get my coffee. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. All right, I'm back. My upper blue box is the open of the previous day. Why didn't you consider short from there around 15? Oh, my bias. That's why. That's why. I had a bullish bias. Whether that was right or wrong, I wanted to wait for a setup that's in line with my bias. because I had to buy from down here before, but now that I'm looking at this, I'm wondering if I can get around sells. The reason I was biased was because we did have that sell-off yesterday, and I thought we could do a full correction back up to around 15, at least like, you know, around 15,930 up until here. Go in with this as well. That's sort of flipping and flopping, but at the close of yesterday, we had basically removed, like they were pricing in that there was going to be no chance of a rate hike. In fact, there was a tiny chance there was going to be a price cut next FOMC. So that would be bullish for stocks and indices. Now it's sort of flipped back the other way around again. We have had some speakers, okay? This guy's been hammering it. The latest interest rate hike won't be the last, so that's going to be a headwind for German 40. So I am considering whether I do need to change my bias, but at the moment for this open, I was looking for a bit of a push, right? Obviously Yellen now is speaking. It's very early for her. And now, of course, there's debt ceiling that they're going to raise. They're going to raise no matter what. It's just they're trying to get pushed through all their own agendas, but this is going to be sluggish as well for US indices. So this is probably having a bit of an effect on some of these other ones. But my bias is bullish at the moment, so I know that German 40 has got good up moves in it, has got good down moves in it. I just need to wait for a setup in the direction of my bias. That way I can have confidence to hold it. Is making consecutive lower highs and lower lows. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I was looking for sells on gold. I was looking for sells on gold on, when was it? Wednesday. No, on Tuesday. I was looking for sells on gold, and someone said the same thing. We're making higher highs and higher lows. And then the sells came in. Because the market moves in waves, and that's the main thing. Market moves in waves, and that if we're going to go, it can't just keep going one direction forever. But if we don't have a firm bias, then it's going to be very difficult to hold on to your trade that you're in if you believe it can go down or up. So we need to look for price action that's in line with your bias, and then understand, like, I don't need to pick the bottom. I don't need to pick the top. But if I can get something that I recognize, which gives me an indication of where the near-term move's going to be, then that's the one that we execute on. But yeah, you ask 10 different people where you think price will go, and you'll get a range of answers. It's not that one person needs to be correct or not. It's more about there's two things. There's time in the markets. So how long am I going to sit here and wait for my move, for my buy move? That's a question. And then there's time in the market. And it doesn't matter if I sold here or I bought here, that would have been a nice sell. If I'd bought here, that would have been a nice buy for like 30 pips. Both could have won. It's just about going with the one that you believe. So, but I do need to be vigilant and look and see what my eyes, because I'm looking for longs. So my eyes are telling me what should I be, like, I'm looking for any sign to go long. And sometimes if I'm doing that, I'm missing the signs that are telling me that we're going short. So at the moment, yeah, I believe these longs at the moment are looking a little bit dicey. So I am considering whether I do need to change my bias and revert back to my bearish bias I had for stocks earlier this week, because now the sort of the reasons I was looking for longs, they're starting to disappear again. And whilst they have GDP coming down a little bit in the UK, and this fella talking about interest rates, Yellen talking about, oh, that's pretty good for, so that's a good comment. What will make me change my bias? Time watching it. Yeah, time watching it. If I'm just not really seeing, if I see some price action that I really don't like, then I'll change my bias. Of course, if I see in price starting to like really break underneath here again, then maybe I'd look for sells. But it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to change my bias within this session. We don't really have any news, not till Michigan sentiment. So this is, who knows what someone's going to say. You know, the media's open now. Headlines are going to be rolling in. Based on the 30-minute chart, I still believe we've got at least this stuff to take out. So this move, when I'm seeing these clean candles down, and you're right, we are making lower lows and lower highs. You see clean candles, and we've done some sort of recovery. Often there's a overshoot. So we saw this in gold. Here, see how we had this clean move down, and then price was waving its way back up. Took longer for this one, but at the start of that clean move down, we had overshoot, and then price started to push down. So I'm expecting it to retest these lows that we created for German 40. Just remember the shape. If I go German 40, and I'm wondering if we're in this kind of pattern. So clean candles down, waving our way back up, overshoot, big down, push up again, and then retest these lows. We also saw this in pound Aussie. Oh yeah, sorry, there it is. Okay, like that. See how like it's the same pattern? I didn't change these lines, but it's seen 3 examples of this now. Different time frames, different compressions of time, but clean push down, wave our way back up, overshoot, push down, correction, then come down, and then retest these lows. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for here, German 40. We had the clean push down yesterday, clean push down. And I'm seeing like where we've pushed up above there, I'm looking for this bit. Or have we even done the full overshoot yet? So that's why I'm bullish. Does that make sense? Either way, if I'm careful and I'm waiting and I look for the right price action, I'm sure I can get a trade either direction. Even if I said, I'm going to look for sells on Aussie Kiwi today, and without even looking at it, draw my points of interest, my zones of interest, and then just wait for the right price action, and I'm sure I'd get it if I was patient enough. Okay, a couple of little dojis, looking like nice little bullish move at the moment, but still not sure if it's ready. We did see yesterday's, when was yesterday's move? That was 9:30, wasn't it? 9:20. 9:15. 9:15. Euro's breaking down. Yeah, US dollar is strong. US dollar is strong. Saw that in Aussie US. Faded out. That was even an Asian session, just dropped. Kiwi US did the same thing. Just fell. My target today is German 40 because it's typically there's volume at this time. Yeah, sometimes it has the opposite effect on German 40. Sometimes it has the opposite effect. Because some of these European services are paid for in US dollars. So a weaker euro, even if the company A, if a lot of their profits are coming from US dollars, they send out their products and their services for and then what they get paid in would be euros, but also USD. So this is the consumer or business. So a weaker euro would be meaning more USD are coming in, and that could be positive for profits. Because for each product that they push out, they're actually making more euros. Very significant in the UK. Most of the UK listed companies are not even based in the UK. Yeah, looking for buy. Here we go. Just got to break into this little box. If we can close in this little box, then we can clear the way at least to 15,907. But it needs to close inside of there. Good old MetaTrader's frozen again. I think the French 40 was pretty strong from the outgo. So European industry is looking good. Can I remember the broker for in Oz? They changed it, didn't they? France 40 been cleaner? Yeah, it has been cleaner. It'll come to me in a second, Terry. No, I can't buy the high. I didn't see it. I didn't see a clean move. But breaking inside of, closing inside of here, pull back. If this can close inside of here, not too much, and then breaking the high again, then that could be a buy. A quick buy. Go for like 15 pips. Needs a close inside of here though. Yeah, it's closed. So I could do a little pullback, or otherwise we'll just do a straight shot up. I think it's Trade Nation, Terry. I think that's the name that's coming to my mind. Under the umbrella of Forex CFDs. Are you still holding your buy, George? Should have. There's no reason for you to close it here. But you should have got, should be up a bit at the moment from the London low. Trade Nation, yeah, that's it. Beautiful push. Come on, keep going. Finish the job.
Yeah, I'm going to close some partial around that area.
Nice. Where was your entry? Where did you get in? Were you in over here, or were you? Did you
My entry was 1 second. My entry was here, and when we push to the upside, I put my stop loss below this area.
Oh, okay. I got taken out.
Let's see. The price at least has to tap this thing.
Yeah, closing inside of this area was mandatory now to hit here. You see gold falling now as well. That was good. In line with the bias.
I think this was the convincing part for me to hold that trade. This one it says was formed. Price pushed to the upside but not able to break below that area. Even we created like a HCS from upside, but over a higher time frame we just wanted to push to the upside to take out the liquidity. Eventually we wanted to drop, but just we need a upside liquidity first.
Yeah. So these little wicks, just making it pause. So I should break through that quickly.
Now that 4 hour is more convincing to push to the upside. So now this liquidity is much more valid now. Let's see how price react to come back into this area and see how price react. Either price going to reject from that area immediately and closing bearish, then it's a confirmation that we are not ready to take out that high,
Mm-hmm.
and we are satisfied with this liquidity to push to the downside.
Yeah. 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 Looks good. I'm pleased with your German again. It's a nice pair. I was getting a little bit annoyed with it early in the year when all the moves kept happening between 7 and 8 UK time. That was annoying. I'm glad now it's after 8 o'clock again. I really didn't want to have to wake up at like 6:30 with the chickens to watch the charts. No, you gotta find a bias, mate, and you gotta stick to it. Some people can ping pong the market, buy, sell, but that's not for me.
Even I don't like taking buy, sell, buy, sell. I just stick to my bias. If I'm wrong on that day, I'm going to take that loss and just come back next day.
Yeah, it's shit because you're gonna live in a world of confusion. You're gonna look at every single area that price can react from, and you're not gonna be able to truly trust the trends.
I mean, I have two buyers every day, but at particular area, let's say I'm only looking at the buys only on this area, and I'm going to only looking at sell and at the top area.
Mm-hmm.
That's the two buys.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to take entry in between. Like let's say if I'm getting like a mixed bias in between, like this kind of mixed bias.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to take entry here because this is not the area where I was looking for the sell.
Exactly.
The sell may be at the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like yesterday I had a selling bias, and we know what happened yesterday. And then after it fell all that way down, then I switched my bias to looking for longs because we'd reached our ADR for the day, your average daily range, and now you're at an area of strong areas of support or rejections from the downside. So then you can flip your bias. Or like say CPI. I've studied CPI. I know how the CPI moves. That often it's a large move in one direction and then it gets fully corrected most of the time. 13 out of the last 16 months or 14 out of the last 17 months has done that. So I didn't partake in the buys for CPI. Price pushed up 200 pips. Waited for price to tell me to sell. And I had a bullish bias for those buys, but with the news, it was so very difficult to get into that. Once I'd pushed up, knowing that there's a very high possibility that it'll correct the whole move. Wait for your setup for sells, execute on it. So I had two biases, but you really got to wait and mark up your areas where you want to sell from. I don't want to sell from here because that's not my buying target. No, gold I was looking for sells. I think rewind the stream if you get a chance to, and I was explaining why I was looking for sells because where we were in the pattern of the move, that I'm really looking for gold to target 2,000 again. Under 2,000, then I'll be looking for buys. I don't want to buy around this 2008 area. Even if it worked out and it moved 100 pips, it's just not my plan. I mean, if it goes down there to under 2,000, I'm not going to look for sells under 2,000. So then I'll be looking for buys. But until then, I'd be looking for mark up my session range, my session high-low 50% point for Asian session, for my London session, and I'd look to go with the volume of the session. So if London is pushing bearish, then I'd like to look to see, is gold going to pull back in the New York session to my $5 levels or $10 levels, like round numbers, or is it going to pull back to points of interest I see from candles, like engulfing candles, doji candles, no wick candles on all time frames, and then also marking up on your London open time from 8 a.m. London time to 1 p.m. London time, mark up the high, low, and 50% of where that went to, because they're going to be also points of interest and zones of interest. I call them your poise and zoys. Okay, poise and zoys, points of interest and zones of interest, and then only look for trades in line with your bias. And I've got a fundamental reason why I look for things as well. Looking at the fundamentals and seeing if they're in line. But I know there's manipulation in the market. So what it's telling me technically, I'll have a fundamental reason I want to go a particular direction. But I also know that if fundamentals are telling me to sell, technicals will probably do a liquidity grab to the top side and then down. So I can look for buys potentially. But generally I want to have everything aligned, because then I can trust my move a lot better. You know, generally it's correct. Even if it dropped 200, 300 pips and I'm just watching it in my session, just go one direction all the way. I'm like, it's frustrating to watch. It is. But that's where psychologically we need to be quite firm and disciplined with just trading what you got to be fluid with the market, but you've also got to be a little bit rigid in the way that not just if price is going up or price is making lower highs, lower lows like it was. Yeah, market does move in waves. You know, and if it was making lower highs, lower lows, and we went with that, you know, the trend is your friend until the bend in the end. Well, that was the bend right there. Well, you're welcome. Yeah, it's I like questions. You know, it can be quite boring otherwise if it's just silent. So questions are good. Keep them coming. George, you're about to hit your monthly target, mate. Alrighty, well, we're going for an hour and 45. German was well behaved today, I thought. If there were sellers from the top, you must be happy with that move down, at least 60 pips. The buys also played out very well. I think everyone should be happy today. Another successful full margin Friday. Not really, just joke. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I find out the gender of my baby today, and that's going to be just after NYSE, during NYSE basically. So that's I'm gonna be special time with my partner. So I won't stream for New York, unfortunately. As much as I'm gonna miss it, I wish we could do the gender reveal and trade. That'd be the best. Oh, thanks, Jan. Yeah. DAX. The DAX every morning now. When do I go live again? Every London Open from around 7:45 UK time.
Well done, mate. Enjoy the scans. Is this your first one?
It's my first, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Quite real. Like if I can feel it moving on the belly now. Feel it kicking and stuff. It's moving all the time, so I think it's going to be. My partner's a little bit grumpy, so I reckon it's saying, "Not give me space," and just pushing away. There we go.
Yeah, nice.
Beautiful. All right, George, hit your target, mate. That's your 3% done. Beautiful. Good work, guys. Good work. So, I hope you have a lovely weekend. Trade safe. Okay. Be disciplined with your buyers. And yeah, thank you for your efforts. Thank you for being here, keeping me company. Yeah, I'll see you on Monday. Yeah. So sounds good. Alrighty. Well, I'll just get this up. Check out the website as well. There's plenty of good stuff for like these Fed monitor tools. Okay. But yeah, check that out whenever you like to. If you like to, if you don't want to, it doesn't matter. You don't have to. But there's the website there, and I shall see everyone later. I'll be active on the Discord. If I set some pending orders, if I set any alerts for levels, my focus is going to shift to gold now. After this, I think German's been done for the open now. Looking to trade up to the 4-hour liquidity levels that we had pointed out previously, and then we'll see what happens then. But I think it was a very good job done today, so congrats everyone.
All right, take care, man.
Take care. Bye bye.
Enjoy
Take care,
your
guys.
weekend.
We'll see you around.